Welcome back everyone to the Pawnstorm YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to be going over another game that was played between Stockfish and Leela in the TSEC Super Vinyl 27, which is the Top Chess Engine Championship, and this is the 27th annual edition. Yeah, so this game I'm going to show you, I think it's around like 90 moves or so, and yeah, I'm super excited to show you, and this is going to be a pretty short video just to go over this game. So yeah, without any further ado, also another thing I want to show you is I keep bringing this up in my videos, but here is the watch time for viewers, and almost 90% of y'all are not subscribed. So if you like the videos, if you enjoy them, please consider subscribing, and also if you do subscribe, make sure to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss when I drop a new video, because I will be having some more videos come out in the future. And also the normal watch time for viewers is pretty small, so please stick around, and I promise you won't regret it, especially in this case, because this game was crazy. So without any further ado, let us get into the game. Alright, sorry, I'm having some issues with the whole editing thing, so please bother the horrendous look of the board and everything right now. So anyway, so I'm sorry, I just have some things. Okay, anyway, let's get back to this. So we have Leela playing with white and Stockfish is playing with black. Leela goes d4, we have knight to f6, we have knight to f3, and d6. This is I believe this is like the King's Indian, I think. c4 and bishop to g4, and knight to c3, and now knight to c6 and d5. This is the typical way to play against this kind of opening. We have knight back to knight back to b8, and now we have e4. So Leela is taking full control of the center due to Stockfish kind of slow opening movement. Okay, we have g6, so clearly trying to feed fianchetto. Now we have bishop to e3 and bishop g7, and now we have queen d2. Bishop takes, and now we have g takes. e5, and now c5, going for a pawn break early to open up the center. Castles, and now we have long castles from Leela. And Stockfish goes queen e7, trying to add some more support for that pawn on d6 if white were to take. Probably wouldn't want to take with the pawn. We have king b1, and now Stockfish goes knight bd7, and we have c takes d6 and pawn takes d6 instead of queen takes. So instead of taking with the queen, which would have led to more maybe a dynamic kind of play, Stockfish instead goes for this, where it's kind of more of a locked center. We have bishop to g5, pinning the knight to the queen, and now we have rook fc8, kind of just ignoring that and going, and Stockfish going for its own attack. We have h4 and h5 and bishop to h3, rook ab8, rook c1, and now a6, preventing the knight from hopping in there to maybe b5, or, you know, getting in there a4 or something like that. I don't know. a6, and now we have knight to a4 instead, just ignoring that completely. Opening up the file as well, we have a trade of rooks, and now we have b5, kicking the knight out. Knight goes back to c3. Now we have knight f8, knight to e2, and now knight 8 h7. The reason it's 8h7 is because both of these knights are on the same file, so you have to write the rank that they came from. So in this case, it's knight 8, as you can see up there, knight 8 d7, whereas if this one went there, then it would be knight 6 d7. So it's knight 8 d7. Just a little bit of, alright, knight 8 h7, bishop e3, and b4. Queen c2. Yeah, so I guess the reason for this was they wanted to go, Leela wanted to go queen c7, which is the reason why Stockfish played knight e8, and now we have queen a4, and queen takes h4, and yeah, that's a pawn sacrifice right there, but Leela can take back. But after Stockfish takes, Leela instead goes knight g1 to protect the bishop, and also that pawn on f2 is defended by the bishop on e3. Alright, queen e7, and now we have rook to c8. Alright, and black takes on c8, and now we have bishop takes c8 and knight to c7, and white takes the pawn on b4, and now we have queen to d8 and bishop back to back to b7, knight to f6. So Stockfish is mobilizing the troops out. He's bringing the horses around, and well, actually, this horsey might be going there, but actually, the pony over here might be going over to here, or yeah, that's the idea here. So the horses are being mobilized out. All right, knight to f6, and now we have queen to c4, knight to c7, bishop takes a6, knight to c5, bishop back to b5. So it's still trying to just control the movement of the horses, and now the engine wants white to go bishop c6. We have knight takes on b5 and queen takes, and queen h4, attacking the pawn, but not really because it's defended, and also threatening queen h1. We have b4, kicking the knight out. We have knight takes on e4, and f takes on e4, queen takes at e4, and king to b2, because that was a check. King b2, queen g2, knight e2. So Leela is not allowing Stockfish to take anything right now. As you saw before, Stockfish was attacking the knight there, now is no longer, and now the knight is being defended by the queen, and now Leela can just push. We have h4 and queen c4, f5, queen takes h4, f4, we have bishop back to d2, e4 check. It's a discovered attack from the bishop on g7. King c2, e3, f takes on e3, queen takes e3. We have queen takes f4, queen back to a6, king d2, king d1, bishop e5, and after this move, bishop e5, queen e4, king f7, queen f3 check, and in this position the bots agreed to a draw actually. So yeah, kind of a unique kind of a close game, I would say, maybe. But yeah, in this position, I feel like Leela could almost push, but Stockfish did have a pretty nice wall of pawns there. But yeah, so the bots agreed to draw in the end after about 46 moves. So yeah, after this move here, move number 46, they agreed to draw. So up to this point, it was very well played by both sides, and I feel like Leela almost had a little bit of chance to go for some kind of an attack here with those two outside pass pawns, but nope, the bots agreed to a draw. So yeah, that was the game, and hopefully you enjoyed, and thank you if you stayed. Thank you so much for staying and watching. I enjoyed doing the video and stuff. I always enjoy covering these games, these AI games, because it just gives us a little bit of a glimpse of, just how good these bots are. I mean, these bots are, average of 3,700 elo, and yeah, they're just like, it's just fun. It's just, sometimes it's just wild to watch them, but sometimes it's just like super fun. But yeah, it's just wild to watch, how good these bots are, and the moves. Sometimes they don't make sense, but to us, they don't make sense. But I don't know, it's just kind of cool to watch sometimes. So hopefully you enjoyed, guys, and stay tuned for upcoming videos. And yeah, make sure to subscribe. You can do that by clicking right here on my face. Click subscribe there, and then YouTube suggests this video for my channel, so check that out. With that being said, I'm gonna stop yapping, and I'll see you all in my next video.